Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Circus Fit online class. Another Circus Hub online class. And today we are doing hula hoops, and I'm Laura, your teacher. I'm going to just start off by bringing up what you need for the class again, but it's pretty straightforward. You guys have all got your hoops. Having some space and a yoga mat is really nice for warming up and cooling down. Making sure you're wearing shorts, that's most helpful for when we're doing on-body separations and stuff like that. And obviously your hoops. Now, for the amount of hoops you might like, depending on where you're at, if you've been doing the class for a while, you might want to consider doing your first stack drill with a couple more hoops, so maybe 3 or 4, and just seeing if you can keep those together. But if you are just starting, sticking with 1 or 2 is perfect. And as usual, if you feel like a drill is getting too tricky for you, you're more than welcome to just keep doing the previous variation, so something that feels a bit easier for you, okay? Fantastic. I'll show you quickly our agenda. So just as usual, we'll do a nice warm-up. We'll do a little bit more cardio just to get the blood flowing. We'll do our nice sequence of, we'll do our stack on the waist. We'll do some 1 hoop drills, bringing the hoop around the body. Today I wanted to do a little bit more, after we warm up our 2 hoops separations, I wanted to do a bit more with 3 to really try and challenge you guys. And then I've got some fun manipulation stuff we can do to finish off with before we do a nice stretch. Awesome, sound good. Let's get ready and get into it. I'm just going to shift this camera so you guys can see me on the mat. Awesome. All right, everyone. So when you're ready, hop on up. Make sure you've got some water with you as well, actually. Hop on up onto your mat, and we'll start just by warming up our joints, just as usual. So let's just go for our nice ankle circles. Beautiful. Doing 10 in each direction, just warming up those parts of the body before we get into it. And the other way. Really working that joint. Beautiful. And give your leg a bit of a shake. Beautiful. And stepping back. And other leg. One way. And the other way. Awesome. And give that leg a nice shake. And then joining your feet together, knees together, holding onto your knees just gently. We'll do 10 circles each way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Now standing up with your feet in parallel, so your feet under your hips, we'll go for our figure 8. So bringing one leg out, turning the knee in and out. Beautiful. Really getting that hip moving. Turning in and out. Beautiful. Beautiful. And give that leg a shake. Wake up the leg. Say hello to the toes. Beautiful. And stepping down, we'll do the other side. Beautiful. Can hear one hip really crunching. Awesome. Beautiful. A couple more on this side. And give that leg a shake. Beautiful. One more shake. And then let's step our feet out a little bit wider. Nice relaxed squat. And let's just go for a nice twist. Really start to twist the spine. Just gently. Getting everything moving. Beautiful. And stepping back into parallel, so your feet under your hips, and we'll just go for some shoulder circles. So come along with me. And now we're going to put our hands on our shoulders, going back. And big arm circles, taking your arms back. Nice straight arms, reaching up at the top and dropping down. Very nice work, everyone. And then same thing again, we'll go forward this time with the shoulders, dropping them forward, looking good. And then let's pop our hands on our shoulders, coming forward. And now straighten arms, bringing them forward. Nice and straight, coming forward. Beautiful. Give your arms a bit of a shake. Bring them out, side to side, really reach. Beautiful. And then just before we get started into a bit of cardio, what we're just going to do is bend through your knees nice and gently. Just slowly roll down, hold your elbows, and just go for a bit of a rock, just to release your lower back a little bit. Very nice. Very nice. And just stay hanging there a little bit. Really relax through your legs, relax through your lower back. I'm going to take off my socks before we get started. We're just going to do a nice easy little circuit of some jumping stuff. So I'm going to grab my timer. So all we're going to do, just like if you were here last week, is we're going to do 30 seconds of jogging, 30 seconds of star jumps, 30 seconds of squats and 30 seconds of lunges. Now if you want to make it a bit harder this time, with our squats we can do some squat jumps. So just follow along, very easy. We'll do the little circuit twice. And let's go. Just jogging on the spot, and you can shake out your hands a little bit as well. Keep it light, being nice and gentle on your joints. Very nice. Get the blood flowing, getting ready to do some hoops. Awesome. 10 seconds left, very nice. Keep shaking out, and we're going to do some star jumps next. Alright, and star jumps. Keep your core nice and engaged while we do these. Pulling your belly button into your spine. 15 seconds, doing lovely. And in 5 seconds, we're going to do our squat jumps, or just your normal squats, and let's go. Seconds, 10 seconds, and 5, and done. And let's go for our lunges. Seconds left on this side. Ten seconds. And swap. Step the other leg forward. And let's go. Beautiful work, everyone. 15 seconds to go. Five seconds. And stepping together. And back to jogging. One more little round. Keep shaking everything out. Looking good. Keep on moving. 10 seconds left. And then we'll go back into our star jumps. All right, and star jumps. Nice work. Squats, all your squat jumps are coming up. 5 seconds. And squat jumps, or just your normal squats. Squeeze your bum in the air if you're jumping. 10 seconds. 5. And done. And lunges. Seconds to go. 5 seconds. And step together, swap legs. Seconds, last one. 5 seconds. 2 more. 1. Last one. Good job. Step together. Give your legs a shake. Beautiful work. Very nice. Get a little drink if you like. And we're going to come down onto the mat. I'm just going to readjust my mat a little bit. Keep shaking if you like. Keep moving. All we're going to do is just bend through our knees again. We're going to roll down. Hold your elbows. Release through that lower back again. And we're just going to gently walk out into a plank and walk back in. Bend your knees and hang. And we're going to do this again. Walking out. Pull your tummy in. Walking in. Bend the knees. And we're going to do this 3 more times. And walking in. Really get used to a little bit of pressure on your hands. And walking back in. Beautiful. And walking out. Last one. Beautiful. And walking in. Very nice. Just have a hang. Have another rock. Side to side. Beautiful. Walking out. Just into a downward dog. Give your hips a little bit of a shake. Side to side. You can bend your legs one at a time. Get a bit of movement in your hamstrings. Feel a bit mobile there. Beautiful. Bend your knees. Come down into your nice tabletop. And we'll do our happy cat, angry cat, just to warm up our spine. When you're ready, inhale to prepare. Exhale. And we'll go for a nice arch. And round. Moving through this in your own time. Round. Really punch your belly button into your spine when you round your back. Very nice. 2 more here. And last one. Beautiful. Well, stay on our tabletop and we'll do some of our opposite arm and leg extensions. So just for these, always make sure your hips are over top of your knees. and your shoulders are at the top of your hands. We're just going to do 5 on each side, and we're going to crunch our knee and our elbow in when we get back to the center. Alrighty, 5 on each side. Getting ready. I'm just going to move forward so I don't hit that painting. Let's go. 1 and reach. 2, keep that core tight, keep that bum tight. 3 and reach. 4 and reach. 5 and reach. And coming down, other side, nice job. Really focus on that stability of the belly, and up. Crunch in 1. 2. Reach. And 3. And 4. And last one. And 5. Beautiful. Now we'll do a little bit of a disco cat. So what I mean by that is we're just going to roll to one side, push our back up, and then as we come down we're going to round it, push up and round. Rounding up, arching down and going back the other way. And arch and round and arch and round. Beautiful. Alrighty, nice work. Let's do a little bit for our obliques and for our deep abs. So let's start off with just 10 of our hip tilts. So lying on the floor, and you're nice supine position here with your legs up. Legs are nice and relaxed. We're going to pull our belly button into our spine to flatten our back on the floor and tilt our hips up towards us, and then release. So inhale to prepare, and then exhale, start scooping your belly in. And we'll do 10 of these just in our own time. Warm up that pelvic tilt. See if you can find a little bit of pelvic floor engagement. So squeeze in there as if you're holding on to go to the bathroom. It's really important that we keep that area nice and stable too. Just 5 more. And if you're finished, just keep going, keep finding a little bit more pull. Beautiful. And then staying down here, I'm going to grab my timer. We're going to do a nice little 2-minute abs section. So we've done this one before. If you've been to other classes, where we're starting off here in our little ant position. We're going to do 30 seconds of one arm, one leg, 30 seconds of the other arm and other leg, and then we'll do opposite arm and leg extensions, and then other side. So I'll call it out, follow along with me, keep breathing. Let me set up a timer and we'll go. Alright, so the whole time, sitting up, trying to keep your shoulders off the floor, and trying to keep your belly button pulled into your spine. If you like, you can bring your leg higher like this, to really focus on keeping that belly flat on the floor. 15 seconds in. Very nice, team. And swap, other arm and leg. And in. Doing great. Try and keep those feet nice and pointed. Nice long line of the leg. We like that. 10 seconds on this side, you're doing great. And we'll swap first opposite arm and leg. And out. Very nice. Halfway there on this side, you're doing awesome. Five seconds left. And swap sides, last side. $20 left, you can do it. And 10 seconds. One more. And done. Bring your feet down, just give your hips a rock from side to side, and then we'll just do a little bit for these obliques. So I'll stop the timer. Just for 1 minute, we're going to do our side taps, okay? So reaching down to each heel. Beautiful. Let's go. Keep reaching. Really squeeze those obliques at the side. Beautiful work, everyone. Almost halfway there. Squeeze those obliques. Keep your belly pulled into your spine. And keep your shoulders off the floor as much as you can. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. You're doing awesome. Three, two, and one. And come down. Again, give your hips a bit of a roll if you like. But otherwise, we're going to slowly roll up and we'll get ready to get started. I'm going to grab a quick drink, a quick sip of water, and then we'll get into our usual drills with multiple hoops. So take off like a layer. I'm going to take off a layer. Take off a layer if you need to. I'm going to reset my timer. Now we'll start with our stack drill. So grab the amount of hoops you'd like to use for this. If you've been using 2 for a while and are feeling like that's solid, like I say, just have a go with 3. You could even just try, because we do 2 minutes, you could try for the first minute with 3, see how it feels. If it doesn't feel amazing, you can go back to 2, but always try as much as you can to fight to keep them together, but not to the point where you start to feel like your body goes all floppy and noodly. Awesome. I'm going to grab 3 for the purposes of this video, and let's make sure we start on our wonky side, and let's go. Starting off on that least preferred side. Now making sure feet together, legs together, keeping everything squeezed. Very nice. 15 seconds in. You are doing fantastic. Keep pushing nice and fast. 30 seconds, good job. Let's do it. Very nice. Almost halfway there, you're doing awesome. Keep that belly button punched into the spine. Keep your bum really squeezed and together. Keep going. And we are at 1 minute. Great job. Keep going. 1 more minute. See how much further you can push it. See how much stronger you can make your body. Really pushing either short, sharp circles or back and forward. Always using the stability of your core and your glutes to help generate that power. You've almost got 30 seconds left. You're doing amazing. If you want here, experiment with your arm positions. Out. See how that challenges you. And up as well. 20 seconds left. Very nice. 15 seconds. Keep them together. If you drop them, just pick them back up and keep going. You're doing awesome. 5 seconds. See if you can get a little bit more power. And stop. Well done. Wonky side is always good to start with. Let's set up and we'll go the other way. Let's go. Now this should really feel like the reward after that, so find that core, find those glutes again, keep them switched on the whole time. Very nice. Almost 30 seconds in. Doing excellent. And again, experiment with your arm positions. You can be out to the side, up above. See how that challenges your core. See how that challenges the way you push. So really experiment with that. But you can always come back to here. This is my kind of home position. Very nice. We are almost a minute in. Couple more seconds. And then we're halfway there. And halfway there. Amazing. Keep going. Keep punching. Feet together, legs together. Bum squeezed. You know the drill. Keep that core tight. That's generating all your power. And it's keeping your back safe. We don't want to twist our spine too much. It's a bit inevitable, so we always try and do some stretches to help that. But with the right engagement, it really helps to protect that very crucial part of your body. Awesome. We've got 30 seconds left. Amazing. I talked all through that. That's hilarious. Same thing, keep playing with those body positions. See how much more push you can get. Always trying to keep them together. Keep those hoops together. 10 seconds left. Push, push, push. You're so close. And done. Nice work. Very nice. Grab a sip of water if you need. And we're going to keep moving. Put those hoops down and we'll do a little bit of our control with one. Very nice. So let's start off. The last few weeks we've been doing 1 minute on each body part. I want to go back now and just revisit bringing the hoop up and down on each section of the body. And this time we're going to go through it quite methodically. So we'll do a couple of drills just moving it around specific parts of the body. So let's just start off on our waist. And we're just going to drop to hips. Just keep it on the hips and bring it back up to the waist. So remember that short, sharp circle can also help you to bring it up. So we're just going to do this 5 times and back to the waist. So back to your belly button and down to the hips. All right. And back up. And that's 2. 3 more. Down to the hips. Squeeze, squeeze. And spiral to the belly button. And down. And back up. And last one, when you're ready, just doing 5 of these. Keep that bum squeezed. Keep those hips opening and closing. And back up. Very nice. I'm going to do the same thing now, going down to the knees. So again, do you remember that technique? If you were here for the last 2 weeks, I talked about that technique. Some people like to bend the knees back and forward. I find a technique that's a bit nicer is keeping your legs straight and drawing circles on the floor. So give that a try if you like. We're going to do the same thing, 5 drops, so we've got 4 more to go. Nice and controlled, remember. Down each little part. And then squeeze your bum. Power it back to the waist, to your belly button. Beautiful. 3 more. Squeeze the bum as it drops past the bum. And then start moving those legs gently. Beautiful. Down to the knees. And then spiraling back up. Squeeze that bum on the last bit. Very nice. 2 more to go. And down to the knees. Very nice. Keep that pace on the knees consistent. And back up when you're ready. Beautiful. 2 more to go, I think. If we're doing 1 more, that's okay. We can always be working on this kind of control. And spiraling back up. Beautiful. And last one. Good job. Down nice and controlled. Don't let it just drop over your bum. Really try and focus on each separate area. And back up. Keep those heels planted. Good job. Very nice. Now we're going to work on, give that a bit of a shake out actually if you like. We're going to work on now the upper part of our body. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to move from waist just to mid, so just underneath our brow line. And then we'll go up to chest and back down. Cool. So getting ready, 5 of these. So on the waist, little spiral up to mids, to our rib cage, underneath our brow line, and gently drop it back down. Beautiful. 4 more. And up, open and close nice and fast with the chest, and down. Beautiful. And up, open and close with the chest nice and fast, and down. Beautiful. 2 more left. Let's go. Open and close with the chest, and back down. Beautiful. Always going back to the belly button. 1 more. And up and down. Good job. Awesome. Last one's 5 to the chest and down. Really try and control the down as much as you can. Really let it come down from the chest to the to mids, to the brow line, and then back to your belly button. All right, let's go. For 1. Hold it there a moment and let it drop nice and slow. Open and close the chest. Back to waist. Beautiful. 4 more. Finding a little bit of speed. Open and close the chest. Keep that core tight. And down, mids, and back to your belly button. Good job. 3 more. And up. Beautiful. Open and close the chest. And down. Nice and slow. Beautiful. And 2 more. And up. Open and close the chest. And down. And 1 more. You're doing awesome. Last one. With feeling. And up. And open and close the chest. And down. Good job. I'm just going to give the mouse a bit of a move. So you can see me now. That was really nice, everyone. Grab a drink of water if you'd like. And we're going to keep moving into our multi-hoop drills. Very nice. I'm going to grab a quick drink as well. And then we'll grab 2. And we're going to start off. We'll start off nice and easy with our sneaky fingers drill. So just to find that lovely length in our body. And then we'll go down, up. We'll do our baby separation if we have time. But I do want to get on to doing a bit with 3 today. So I'm going to put my timer over here. Give it a stop. Beautiful. Nice work, team. Let's grab 3. 2. Now nice and easy. Let's start off with sneaky fingers. Nice and quick. We're just going to do 3 of these. And up. And a spin. Hands together. Lengthen your core. Squeeze your bum. Beautiful. And punching them back together. Oh, that was terrible. Not feeling great today. Awesome. Second one. And up. Spin that one on the hand. Bring that other hand in into that nice prayer position. Thumb always tucked under. And down. You can bring them back together if you like. But let's get these done nice and quick. Feet together. Nice spin. Get that one on the waist going. Before you start that hand one, if you're still feeling like multi-hooping is a bit tricky. Beautiful. And then bring that one down. Beautiful. Punch, punch, punch. Lovely. And now when you're ready, let's get started on our separations down. So if you were with us last week, remember you can try just separating down in increments. So you can start off just by trying to let the bottom hoop drop to your hips and then trying to move it back up and punch them back together. So wherever you're at, just give it a go. We're just going to do 3. Take it nice and slow. Use those hips, use that control on the hips to help you. And again, let that hoop travel down each little increment of your leg before you bring them back up and punch those guys back together. Good job. Only 2 more, doing great. Hope you don't have a couch in the background that keeps hitting you. Story of my life. Alrighty, here we go. Keep moving. Everything stays tight. Beautiful. And back up. One more after this. Very nice. One more. There we go. Keep that top one on the belly button. Moving at the same time, the whole body's circling. And back together. Oh, that was not an amazing one for today. Beautiful, team. Punch them back together. Now, if you'd like to just keep working on that one, of course you're welcome to. We're going to do the same onto the chest. So we'll do 2 up, 1 on the waist, 1 on the chest. Trying to keep that waist one on your belly button if you can. Very helpful, especially later on. So let's think about that nice spiraling movement as we bring that top hoop up and above and down and punch. So just doing 3 of these as well, and make sure those 2 hoops, they don't come up together above your chest. They're staying separate. Alrighty. Beautiful. Reach up, squeeze the core, and connect them again. 1 more to go. You're doing awesome. And when you're ready, the last one. Beautiful, team. And bringing them down and push those guys back together. Fantastic, very nice. Let's grab a 3rd one now, and this week we'll try a little bit, a couple of nice drills that I really like with 3 hoops to help with your 3 hoop on body separation, and more. So we'll start off with 3. Give them a spin on your waist, and we're going to just try and let that bottom one drop down to knees, and keep that going and keep these top 2 together. Beautiful. And we'll bring them all back up and together, and we'll go again. So let's just keep going through this. You can do it 3 to 4 times if you like, or more, but just see how that feels for you. 2 together on the waist and 1 on the knees. Very nice. And always punch them back together. Beautiful work, everyone. And we'll do 1 more. Keep those top 2 together. Beautiful. And back up. Very nice. Punch, punch, punch. Beautiful. Good. I hope that's feeling good. We have done that drill before in a previous class when we'd started to work on 3. But for me, a really good piece of advice that I was given was, when you're learning how to separate, it's really nice to start off with a stack on your waist. So, for example, if you want to separate 4 hoops, starting off with a stack of 4 on your waist and separating 1 down. And seeing if you can control that before you keep trying to separate up or wherever else. And that was really helpful for me. So always having control with what the knees are doing, that hoop on the knees is really helpful in terms of setting the tone for the other stuff that's happening with your body and where other hoops might be going. So this time we're going to try 3 of these. We're going to let 1 hoop drop down to our knees, and we're going to let our second hoop, oh, let me just move out of the way of my couch so I don't keep hitting it. So we'll keep 1 on the knees, and this time we're going to try and bring 1 down to the hips. So that second one, bringing it down to the hips and keeping 1 on the belly. And with all these separations you could go, once you start to feel really comfortable with, oh, my bad. Once you start to feel really comfortable, I shouldn't try and talk and do. Once you start to feel really comfortable with doing the separation just straight on, you can try and do a little turn as well, but really work on getting comfortable with just doing them facing one direction. Let's do a couple more of these, just separating 1 to the knees and 1 to the hips. Very nice. Very nice. Really try and focus on each one at a time. Oh, it's not going very well for me today. Sorry, team. Keep that butt squeezed. Oh no. Sorry, that bloody couch. Pardon me. Anyway, let's keep going. One more. One down first. Here we go. Opening and closing. Very nice. Beautiful. Nice one. All right, those are 2 drills that have really helped me to feel like, you know, 5 and 6 hoops feel a bit more solid. So really keep working on those and get them nice and crisp and clean. But now I'm just going to check the time. Great. I want to move on and do a little bit of manipulation stuff. Beautiful. So put those hoops away and just pick up one hoop. Now today I just wanted to do a nice little easy manipulation sequence with a couple of things that are really easy but quite funky. So I'll show you what it looks like and then we'll give it a go. Just step back. Beautiful. Oh, actually I almost hit my cup. Anyway, you get the idea. You could finish it however you wanted to. Whether you want to cast your hoop aside, that's completely up to you, your creative choice. Alright, so the first part of this is just really easy, some really funky little waist breaks. Now, these aren't something I do quite a lot of, but I quite like these. I think they look quite funky. So, just from spinning on your waist in whatever direction you like, you feel comfortable with, you're going to use your, I'm using like the inside of my armpit to stop the hoop, and then my free arm is going to come into the gap and out, and then they just alternate hitting the hoop, okay? So if you haven't done it before, you can start off just pausing like this. So trying to hit the hoop, but try as much as you can. Can you see I've got mine on a bit of an angle now? It's because I'm leaning forward a little bit, so try and keep it nice and straight. Just look up and out in front of you. And you don't have to do too many of those. They can really hurt the inside of your elbow. But again, all you're wanting to do is, as you pause, that free arm is going to slot right in, okay? So again, if I'm looking up, I'm not looking down at the hoop at all because I can feel those spaces coming, okay? So again, another nice thing to practice the alternate, is just slotting your arms in and down just to feel where that space is. And to keep your posture nice, like I said, I'm looking straight ahead of me. But with your peripheral vision, you should be able to look down and see when there's a gap coming. Yeah? Cool. So the next little section of this is just wrapping your arm around. So after I've done one of these little pauses, but I've just hit it with my, my right hand. And so my right hand's just hit it. It's going to wrap around the hoop. So it hits the hoop on the outside, it wraps around on the inside, and then holds out here. So I end up like this. I'm going to take the hoop off my body, and it's going to unwrap around my arm like this, okay? So I'll just do that once more. So if you want to break it down, you can just stop and wrap that hand on the inside. You're going to pull it around your body and off, unwrap until you're holding it so that your palm is facing up to the ceiling, okay? And I'll just do it from the side as well, just so you can see. So I'm here, boom, 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 let it fall. You can let it fall down a bit to the side, and that's easier. Just slot your hand in and hold, taking it off, letting it unwrap. So let it unwind all the way until you end up here, okay? And then the next step from here, nice and easy. You've got your hoop like this. All you're going to do is just give it a little bit of a fold around your body. So with these, what's important, can you see just where the hoop's keeping contact? It's keeping contact with my hips all the time, yeah? And then with my hand, I'll just show you, I'll come down onto the floor and show you. Can you see I'm just twisting it around my fingers? It's just a small flourish, that's all it is, really nice and simple. And again, I'll just show you from here. So bringing that hoop across. And can you see, so I start off with my thumb up. As I turn it to face in, can you see I'm sneaking my pointer finger onto the inside to turn it around. So you can just get used to this and then into something else. So, and after you do your nice turn, you can then place it with your one hand and do your coin flip on your neck. So in a previous lesson, I did a tutorial about this. So you can, if you can look back through the classes, you can find the full thing about that. And how to do it with one hand as well, which is basically just get confident doing it with two hands, and then all you need to do is place and turn and catch. And what I like to do after I've done this, which I didn't do very well before, is catch and then flourish with my my other hand. So I'm placing it on with my my right hand, I get a flick, I catch, and I can go straight into a nice flourish here. So maybe give that whole sequence a go if you like. I'm just going to do it one more time, but nice and simple. Look, you can add your own flavour to it, whatever you like. Not a great flourish, just a bit nervous about the space I'm working with, but hopefully that sequence works for you with the space that you're working with. Fantastic. Alrighty everyone, I'm just going to double check the time. You're more than welcome to obviously fire me a question at all about this. More than happy to answer anything. Otherwise, let's do a little bit with two hoops and we'll finish off with a stretch. Very nice. Awesome. Grab your second hoop and we're just going to do some drills for butterflies or they're helicopters, pardon me. Some people call them slightly different things. Now this is something I found tricky for a while, but I had quite a lot of good tips that really helped me to feel like this movement was solid. So a helicopter, I'll just bend down and do it above my head here first. It just looks like this. It's that split time spinning of two hoops on your hand and wrist, okay? So the best way that I started learning this was practicing it with my hoops like this. And for me, what really helped was thinking about my wrist, trying to push the hoop closest to me a little bit faster than the one on my hand, okay? So if we're starting off here, all we're going to do is we're going to push our hoops forward and we're going to slot our thumb between them. And then from there, just think about moving your wrist. Keep your hand relaxed, still moving, beautiful. And then when you're ready, just circle and you can just bring them back together like that. So to slow them down, I just usually bring my arm down in a big circle to collect them. So have a couple of goes with that. It can hurt your wrist a little bit when you start. It definitely hurt my wrist a bit, but keep working on it and really find, like I said, for me, it's that speed in the wrist and that push with the hand, but the hand is just pushing like a little bit more gently, more like a wave kind of movement, and that's helping me. And thumb pointing up to the ceiling is also really helpful. And always make sure you do it in your other hand as well, so both sides feel nice and happy with what you're doing. Awesome. All right. And then so for me, the way I worked on it, if you haven't worked on it before, is I worked on it in front of my body like this, and then I took it above my head, just because it can be quite a dynamic load, and you don't want to be taking it like too into your shoulder, because obviously you've probably seen people doing separations, like a couple of hoops on their body with this on top. So you want to make sure that you're making that movement as efficient as possible, which is why I always try and think more about the hand and the wrist more than the whole shoulder, okay? So if we're doing it on the ground here, again, same thing, slot that thumb underneath and just get that moving nice and easy. That's nice. And pushing that hand back and forward. Very nice. Very nice. Nice and relaxed. Always check the angle of your arm as well. Make sure your arm isn't too far forward. Just make sure it's hanging out over top. Very nice. And when you're ready, just coming out. Yes, just above the head can be scary, especially if one on the wrist drops down. But just don't worry about it too much. You can just duck your head. And again, always just try and scoop them down in front of you. I'll also just describe how I get it started as well. So I'm just holding 2 hoops in my hand, and I'm going to push them with my pinky finger. So I'll just show you on the side here. So my pinky finger's facing the camera, and I'm just going to bring them above my head, and I'm going to slot my thumb in from here, yeah? Beautiful. Yeah, so give that a try. Yeah, it's really nice, very functional skill. You can add 1 on the knees, 1 on your other hand, 2 on the top, easy. Obviously great to add onto a separation. It's a really nice, easy way to make 3 on body into 5. Have a try, see how it goes. Awesome. Let's pop those 2 hoops away, and let's start with a little bit of a stretch for our hips. Awesome. Hey, very nice work today, team. I'm going to grab a timer, and let's get stretching. Awesome. Let's just start off. I might just put my jumper back on, and if you like, grab a drink as well. Awesome. We'll start off just with our nice hip stretch, and then we'll stretch a little bit into our hamstrings. Make everything feel nice and open, nice and available for us. So let's start off in our nice lunge here. We're going to open our hip forward, and we're going to bring that back leg up, and we're just going to stay here for a minute, okay? So keep breathing. If you want a bit more, you can try and think about tucking under to open your hip down to the floor. So tucking under just like we did at the start, curling your spine underneath and opening down. But very nice, just stay nice and relaxed here. Keep breathing. Very nice. Very nice work today, everyone. I hope those drills that we did with 3 hoops were just something a bit helpful for you. Like I said, it might be different for you, but in my own personal experience, what really has helped me is being really strong, separating hoops down before separating them up, because I feel like when you separate them down, that sort of sets the whole rhythm for your body quite nicely. Yeah, so I hope you got something out of that today. We're almost at a minute. Beautiful. Bring that leg down, and we're just going to move between, straighten that front leg, flex that foot, and bend. Nice stretch through the hamstring. Very nice. And if you want a little bit more, try and straighten your back, so not rounded here, really try and flatten your back over that leg and down. Really good work. Just a couple more here, and we'll hold this last one here just for a few more seconds longer. Keep holding, keep straightening, flex that foot. And coming out, beautiful. And we'll swap legs. Other leg forward. I'll stop the timer, here we go. And bring that back leg up, and we'll open down to the floor. Very nice. The Circus Hub are running a telethon fundraiser this Saturday the 9th of May, from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Through Facebook. So there's going to be heaps of stuff happening as part of that. If you've never been to a telethon before, I haven't either, don't worry. But it's going to be full of like performances, interviews, questions and answers. There's even going to be a blind auction where you can win, where you can bid on lots of really awesome prizes. So I really recommend come and get amongst it. It's 6 hours long, so you can, come in and out. We're really lucky because a lot of trainers at the Circus Hub have really gone all out to give something to the telethon. We've got a trainer who's going to shave her head if we manage to raise a certain amount of money. We've got a trainer who's running a marathon inside the Circus hub, so pretty exciting stuff. Beautiful, and we're at a minute. I managed to talk all the way through that. And same thing, straighten that leg and bend. Very nice. So hopefully come and check out the telethon. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be doing a couple of things for it as well, but it should be a really great time all around. It's also going to be presented, or kind of emceed, by Laser Kiwi. You might have heard of them before. They're a pretty amazing circus comedy trio from New Zealand. Have done lots of fringe festivals, just super cool people. And let's hold this last one. Very nice. Great, and coming out of that, very nice. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a cross-legged stretch just for our hip, and I'll just show you a couple of variations if you need a bit more from this stretch. So we're going to cross our legs on top and try and make a triangle. So I'll try and show you. Don't bring your foot in really close. You want to make sure you've got your foot in line with that knee, okay? And what we're going to do just here is you can start breathing here. You should be feeling it in the bum and in the side butt of that top leg. And if you're not feeling it, obviously you can walk your hands out a bit further and see how that helps you. We're just going to be here for a minute, and what really helps is just to keep breathing through it and see if you can go a little bit deeper. If you are reaching your hands forward, make sure you try and keep your bum on the ground just a little bit, yeah? Beautiful. I like to start off just a little bit higher and ease into it, so make sure you just use your breath and it's all good. Awesome. Beautiful. Halfway there, really open that hip, and even when you're reaching forward, try and maintain a nice flat back as well. Just 20 seconds left here, so just see if you can sink a little bit deeper, reaching forward. 10 seconds left. Very nice. One more breath. And coming out. Very nice. And let's swap legs. We'll do the other side. Well done. Crossing on top. Stop. Reset. Let's go. Great. Great. Just as well with these kind of stretches, do notice if it feels different on each side. For me, there's definitely some differences. And I think a lot of that does come from hula hooping. It does really put a lot of strain on your hips, especially because I think I spent quite a long time not using the best technique. So that didn't help me a lot. So that's why I always talk about keeping your core engaged and keeping your glutes engaged. Those are really strong muscle groups that are there to support your back. So really important that we protect that. 20 seconds left. So just see if you want to walk forward a bit more, sinking just a little bit deeper. And yeah, using your breath to access just a little bit more. 10 seconds. You're doing really wonderfully. And one more breath. And coming out of that, very nice. I'm gonna just switch around, but just give your hips a bit of a rock side to side if you like. You can bring one out and one in. Beautiful. And we're just gonna finish off, we'll just do some nice little rolls on our back into a plow. So I'm gonna head onto this end of my mat, hold your knees around your back. Go for some rolls first, rolling out the spine. And then when you're ready, heading over into a nice little plow. You can keep your legs bent or straighten your legs, whatever feels nice on your spine. Keeping your knees bent can really help to round your spine. If you like that, you can do that. You can straighten your legs to get a bit more of a stretch to your hamstrings, your choice. Your choice. We'll just spend a moment longer here. Keep breathing. Keep rounding. And then when you're ready, try and straighten your legs now. And we'll just slowly roll down through our spine here. Each little section. And down. You can bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Beautiful. And just slowly when you're ready, rolling to the side and rolling up. Awesome. Well, that's our class for today. Thank you so much for coming along and joining me. Yeah, if you ever have any questions, feel free to get in touch. You can check out the Circus Hub channel for lots of other circus-based classes. We've got circus fit classes, handstand classes. It's all good. And hopefully see you on Saturday at the Circus Hub telethon. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I hope you're having a lovely lockdown as well. Take care. Bye.